Jeffey Snedeker, a professor of horn in
Central Washington
University.
Right.
Yeah, and he's also the former president of the International Horn Society, and he has been using the ERGObrass playing support for a long time already, right?
Yes, at least 10 years. Yeah, primarily for very long rehearsals, to save my shoulders, to save my back, so that I can keep my posture good and not just suffer muscle fatigue.
Yeah.
For just an ongoing process. It's very easy to get very tired out, and that obviously the more tired you are, the more likely you are to have an injury.
Yeah.
And so no, I've been very pleased, and I use it mostly in rehearsals, but I do use it in performances occasionally.
How about the breathing? My understanding is that all the time when you're more relaxed, when you have no burden in your arms,
Right.
that you will breathe better and more efficient.
Absolutely. I think that because I don't suffer so much muscle fatigue in my upper body in general, it allows everything to stay relaxed, because as we get tired, we still have work to do, we start to force and tighten and try harder, and that shrinks, that compresses everything. And so absolutely, it helps all aspects. It helps keep the shoulders and neck relaxed. It allows me to breathe more freely for longer periods of time. It keeps the back nice and fresh, and it just everything. It allows me to relax mentally as well, because I don't have to worry, how am I going to survive this number of rehearsals or this number of performances. So I know if I need it, there it is. I can pop it right in there, and it works great.
How about then the tradition of horn playing has been hundreds of years the same, that you hold the horn, although the horn has become more heavy step by step, and but still it's been played the same way as always, because of the tradition. Can you see any chance to change that tradition to become a more ergonomic?
Well, I think, first thing is that as we learn more and more about the human body, and the forces that come into play when we do any kind of physical activity, it is going to be very important that we are intelligent about the way we approach this physical activity. And years ago, when we sat it on our leg, and we traded the stability of resting it on your leg with all the constriction and posture problems and back problems, so people were willing to trade it for that. Now we've gone the other direction, where thankfully we've put ourselves more upright, right? But even then, we're still making we're trading, right? We're compensating for things, so that if we have to take a more ergonomic approach to all of our musculature that is involved, and that includes strengthening the lower back, strengthening the if we stand, to make sure that we're standing properly, so that we don't just sort of fall into collapse it. And that's where, again, it sounds like a commercial, but that's where something like ERGObrass can be very, very helpful in sort of helping us to remember, without forcing us to be tight and rigid, right? But I think it all relates to the intelligence of that we all need to have, in terms of making sure that we are breathing efficiently, that we are not allowing things out of habit to collapse and compress. And even though it feels like we're working very hard, the idea is to try not to feel like we're working so hard so much. And that's why I say things like ERGObrass are wonderful for.
So how could you encourage players to take seriously these things, to find more ergonomic way to play, like using a device?
Well, the easiest thing to do is go like this. What is your problem? why put yourself through it? You know, find a way to get yourself to just do the right thing. But
Yeah.
but I mean that's the easiest way.
Yeah.
But I think again, it is understandable that people get used to doing things a certain way.
Yeah.
And they believe that they are doing it in the most efficient way
Yeah.
because it is the most comfortable. You know. So the idea of getting the posture upright, to
Yeah.
get the shoulders in their proper slots, right? To get the positioning of the hips,
Yeah.
so that everything, whether you're sitting or standing, allows you to be the most efficient that you can be.
Yeah. Yes, I understand that. And also, when you have the load on the front side, you have to lean backwards
That's
to
right.
compensate the weight.
For the weight,
Yeah.
that's right.
But when you have the support,
That's
you
right.
can almost hang your arms
Right.
from the instrument, not the other way around.
Right. The only thing that I've noticed is that I have to, instead of holding the instrument up, I have to keep it from tipping over.
Yeah,
which that's easy.
yeah. Just balance it.
That's just balance. That's right. That's right. And once you get that centered, it's a very efficient and very comfortable way to make it work. And the fact that over time, I know you've made changes and adjustments to make it more adjustable.
Yeah.
The spring action
Yeah.
is wonderful. I mean because you know the ones that have the stiff post,
Yeah.
right? That just gives you one more
Yeah,
reason
yeah.
to dig into it,
Yeah.
and the spring really makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
And the fact that everything is adjustable to find
Yeah.
the balance point for your instrument,
Yeah.
it's great.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. What are you waiting for? Come on, wake up.